You know what's worse than a bad movie? Watching your favorite comic book character get absolutely butchered on the big screen. Yeah, we're talking about the MCU, the same studio that gave us Iron Man, Endgame, and, well, also gave us these. Today, we're diving into 5 comic book characters the MCU got totally wrong. From character assassinations to wasted potential, these are the ones that hurt the most. And no, this isn't just nitpicking. These are facts. Painful, disappointing, fan-breaking facts. Let's get into it. Let's talk about Drax. In the comics, Drax the Destroyer is exactly what his name suggests, a cosmic powerhouse created specifically to destroy Thanos. He's a tragic, rage-fueled warrior whose entire existence revolves around vengeance. Think hulking brute with serious intensity and a personal vendetta. He's not just strong, he's deadly, calculated, and emotionally complex. Now, enter the MCU.
Okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy turned Drax into the comic relief. And not just a little funny, he's exclusively funny. The tragic backstory barely touched. His strength mostly overshadowed, and the whole destroyer of Thanos' destiny never even explored. Instead, we got jokes. A lot of jokes. To be fair, Dave Bautista nailed the humor. His deadpan delivery is hilarious, and it made Drax a fan favorite. But it also completely erased the depth and raw power the character had in the comics. By the time Infinity War rolled around, Drax was just another guy in the background cracking one-liners. No showdown with Thanos. No arc. Just there. Imagine being created solely to kill Thanos, and then doing absolutely nothing when the moment comes. MCU Drax? Funny, sure, but a massive downgrade from the legend he's supposed to be. Now this one hurts because the potential was insane. Ultron in the comics? A cold, terrifying artificial intelligence created by Hank Pym, not Tony Stark, mind you, that evolves, upgrades, and comes back again and again to wipe out humanity. He's not just evil, he's calculated, emotionless, and absolutely relentless. Like Skynet with a god complex. But the MCU's Ultron, Age of Ultron gave us a sarcastic robot with daddy issues. Instead of an emotionless force of destruction, we got James Spader doing a quirky, chatty villain who drops one-liners and quips like he's trying to audition for stand-up comedy. He talks a lot, jokes even more, and honestly, feels less like a world-ending threat and more like a grumpy version of Tony Stark. And remember how hyped we were from the trailer? That creepy, slow, I've got no strings song, that was nightmare fuel. But the actual movie, not so much. Sure, he lifts a city and causes some chaos, but he gets taken out in one movie. That's it. No evolution, no major return, no long-term consequences, just a one-and-done villain. The Avengers beat him, move on, and Ultron's legacy basically erased. Ultron could have been Marvel's Darth Vader. But instead, he's just a missed opportunity wrapped in shiny CGI and punchlines. Oh boy, Taskmaster. This one still stings. In the comics, Taskmaster, aka Tony Masters, is a mercenary with photographic reflexes. He can mimic anyone's fighting style perfectly just by watching them. Captain America's shield toss, Spider-Man's agility, Daredevil's acrobatics. He copies them like a cheat code with zero effort. He's cocky, smart-mouthed, and honestly, one of the coolest anti-heroes in Marvel history. Now, let's talk MCU. Black Widow drops this character in 2021, fans get hyped, and then, boom. We get a silent, emotionless, robotic Taskmaster with the personality of a toaster. They changed the character's identity completely. Tony Masters, nowhere to be seen. Instead, they made Taskmaster a brainwashed daughter of General Dreykov, used as a plot twist. It's not just a gender swap, it's a full rewrite that strips away everything that made Taskmaster memorable. Gone is the witty mercenary with swagger and charisma. In his place, we get a pawn, a mute CG-heavy henchman who barely gets any screen time. And the worst part? They wasted one of Marvel's most unique abilities on a side character with zero depth. Taskmaster deserved better. The fans deserved better. Yes, the Mandarin. One of Iron Man's most iconic villains in the comics. A terrorist mastermind wielding 10 powerful rings, each with unique abilities like fire blasts, mind control. And while it was meant to be clever, it backfired hard with fans who wanted to see the real Mandarin. Now yes, Marvel tried to fix it later with Shang-Chi. And we finally got a proper version with Wenwu, who was awesome. But that doesn't erase the fact that Iron Man never got to face his true comic book rival. Mandarin in Iron Man 3? Total misfire. Last but definitely not least, Adam Warlock, one of the most powerful and important cosmic beings in Marvel Comics. And the MCU turned him into a golden man-child. In the comics, Adam Warlock is a literal game changer. He's deeply philosophical, insanely powerful, and has been central to major storylines, especially Infinity Gauntlet and Infinity War. He's the guy who holds the Soul Stone, balances between good and evil, and often serves as the voice of reason among cosmic chaos. In fact, he's the one who defeats Thanos in the comics. Not Tony, not Thor, Warlock. So when the MCU teased his arrival all the way back in Guardians Volume 2, fans expected a powerhouse, someone who could shake the very foundation of the universe. Instead, in Volume 3, we got a half-baked, immature version who barely understood what was going on. Sure, Will Poulter's performance was entertaining, but this wasn't the Adam Warlock. He was underdeveloped, rushed into the story, and served more as a side gag than the cosmic savior he was meant to be. It felt like Marvel had this epic weapon in their back pocket, and then used it as comic relief. Again, Adam Warlock had the potential to be a major Phase 5 or Phase 6 player. Instead, he got nerfed straight out the gate. And there you have it. 5 comic book legends the MCU totally missed the mark on. Now don't get me wrong, we love the MCU. It gave us some of the best superhero moments of all time. But when it fumbles, it really fumbles. Whether it's rewriting origins, nerfing power levels, or just turning icons into punchline machines, these characters deserved more. But hey, that's just our list. Which MCU character do you think got done dirty? Drop your picks in the comments. Let's see who the real fans are backing. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more comic-fueled content, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next one. Until then, keep reading.